Hey everyone, my name is Sean Villiers, and I animated The Ultimate Showdown starting when I was 14 in the year 2005, releasing it a little bit after my 15th birthday. It was a collaboration with Neil, who I knew over AOL Instant Messenger at the time, and this is sort of before the time of YouTube. And it was a collaboration where the sort of original idea of it came from me, and Neil started writing. He'd send me lyrics, and we sort of talked about it, joked about it, that sort of thing. Where he did the majority of the work on the music recording and the writing and performing and all that. He's an incredible musician. And then I did the majority of the work on art direction, what shots we used in the video and the animation. So there's a little bit of help both ways there too. There was a point I remember actually sending over the file to him, and he made some little tweaks to improve it around like the Chuck Norris sequence and stuff. But I just wanted to explain that because there's been some confusion coming up on my channel where people thinking that Albino Black Sheep animated The Ultimate Showdown, which has been a persistent thing that I've run into the internet over time, although the Albino Black Sheep, it's part of internet history and a lot of great stuff was uploaded there. It's worth clarifying, and I think the owner of Albino Black Sheep would be happy to clarify this as well. It's a content aggregating site, and the creator of Albino Black Sheep doesn't produce animations. They didn't produce this animation. It was produced by me. So I recently, the copies of my animation removed from YouTube because I needed to assert to YouTube basically that I am the copyright holder, because I found that on my personal channel uploading it, it was saying, this belongs to Albino Black Sheep. And with all due respect to Albino Black Sheep, it doesn't belong to Albino Black Sheep, and it never did. I'm going to have a link in the description too. The Ultimate Showdown is still up on YouTube. It is still going to continue being up on YouTube till the day I die. Link in the description. Still exists. It's just on a channel I now control, that it's the channel by the same person who animated it, which I think is a good thing. I regret not doing that sooner because of the comment section issue that people are bringing up, which I get. Like, it's a sad thing. I wish that I had uploaded this myself, but when Ultimate Showdown came out, YouTube wasn't a thing like this. And in the years, so I don't know if it's a weird thing to explain, but I'll just explain the best I can. As I'm getting older, and I've got this thing in the past that's just this hugely viral video, as a young person and going through the regular parts of late teenage years, for whatever reason, it started to be something that I found embarrassing. Because of the animation mistakes I made, and that just, I don't know, for some reason the amount of attention that it gave me, it didn't make me feel proud or great or successful. It made me feel like maybe I didn't want all this attention and stuff. And so I had this sort of passive, and also a lot of times with artists will have trouble with stuff that they've just recently made. There's sort of a recent period of where a certain type of naivety and stuff, you look back on it and you don't like it. But about probably 5 or 6 years ago, I was completely past that. It had been 10 years since it came out, and I was just proud to have made something cool with Neil that so many people liked. There's a lot of just specific details of the story of different times I made different choices, basically to be passive and let other people have the video up on YouTube and just sort of not think about it, focus on the other stuff I'm doing, like the podcast I have and the jobs that I've worked over the years and stuff. But around the 15th anniversary of the release of it, there was a few things that happened, but I just ultimately came to sort of this conclusion that the thing I was most embarrassed of about the whole situation was that as a young person, as a 14-year-old, I didn't have the guidance and help that I needed to assert my own rights, and that if I didn't assert my own rights, that other people could assert my rights in my place. And the YouTube copyright system, for example, would think that whoever uploaded my video first, who wasn't challenged in terms of copyright, is the copyright holder. So basically I made the decision to say, I want to have control of this on YouTube. It turns out YouTube is the biggest platform out of all these things where, I took the position, generally speaking, put it as many places as possible. This is something that's designed to be enjoyed. People are enjoying it. When Albino Black Sheep asked me to put it up, I said, of course, on their website in Flash version. When Weeble Stuff asked to put it up on their website, I said, of course, on their website in Flash version. I uploaded it originally to Newgrounds, but there's a variety of places that end up having it, and I think still have it to this day in one form or another. But on YouTube, especially in this sort of era of YouTube where YouTube embeds are going to be the new thing, I have the option to say this is mine, and I have the option to make the default version that people see and find is mine. And I don't make this choice lightly, which is part of the reason it took a long time to come. And what I really regret is not just like uploading it myself early and not letting other people upload it to preserve that history and have that one thing, all the views in one place and stuff. So I want to apologize to people who care about that, because I understand that the reasons that you care about it are reasons that I should be proud. You care about this work. You care about Neil's work. You care about this funny music video we made that I think still holds up in a lot of ways. I got some like negative comments on my profile, and I've been on the internet for a long time, so I know what it's okay to get negative comments. When we first released the video, we got negative comments. There's this thing for a long time, people on the Newgrounds front page, we get these so negative reviews of people being like, this has been up on the front page too long. Who cares? It's because it's a successful video, and the people at Newgrounds thought if you feature the successful video, if it's bringing traffic and stuff. And I just remember getting so frustrated with that when I'm 15 years old of like, this isn't me, like that. It's not up to me if it's on the front page, and also I'm proud it's on the front page. Like, anyways, but the process of having this video taught me a lot over the years, and I've done a lot of different things since then. Like podcast is the big thing I do, but I'm also working on an animated cartoon series, using the skills that I used in the Ultimate Showdown to try to make something fun and funny. I don't know. At the 15-year mark, it was like, do I feel good about the current situation? Do I feel good about other people having my work up on their channels? Do I feel good about people not knowing that the third party who uploaded it didn't create it? And like, people are like, this is the original upload. And I mean, for younger people, it might seem like the original upload. If you're under the age of 15, it's the only upload you've ever known. I get that. But it's not the original upload. The original upload is actually from 15 years ago on Newgrounds. So anyways, I just want to extend my sincere gratitude to the people who've said nice things to me since this sort of started happening, and talked about, what it's like to not get credit for your work and stuff like that, or if people thought, that I had falsely done a copyright claim and other people are saying, no, this guy actually made it and stuff like that. I just want to thank you for that. I appreciate it. And to people who have left negative comments who are upset, I do want to apologize for, I think, what is like the valid critique that I should have uploaded this myself a long time ago, and that it's not ideal that those comments, which maybe some people expected to last longer, became sort of ephemeral and lost to the internet. The thing that I just want to emphasize is that I made this at a really young age, and I think a lot of young people feel like they have to wait to contribute to the world. And I just want to emphasize that you don't have to wait, that your voice and your thoughts matter. I mean, both in the in the political sense too, but I think in terms of creative output, what you have to say comes from a real place. And if you're a young person and you enjoy animation, you enjoy cartooning, like, really go for it. And in the process of going for it, try to get good advice from older people about specifically the piece of rights management. I've got issues with intellectual property. I think intellectual property has philosophical and legal issues, but the lack of good advice that I got as a young person for my creative work, it caused me a lot of stress and pain over the years. So go fully in making what you want to make. Make your own music videos, be an animator, be a cartoonist, be an artist. But if you start getting a lot of attention on something, get some really good advice. Try to get advice from older people about rights management, other artists, because you want to stay in control of your work. That's something it took me a long time to learn. Again, links in the description if you want to watch the Ultimate Showdown. But anyways, I'll let you go, but thanks for listening, and sorry for any inconvenience.